of you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Roger. It'd be nice if you could try to just make a little bit of haste. Only stopping if it's something remarkable.
Pilot, how would you feel about point 3 in this terrain?
I would feel good about that.
Okay.
ROV nav bridge, position move completed.
Thank you. Watch leads, Nav.
Yes.
We can up the speed a little bit, give us about 50% faster, honestly, and go 0.3 of a knot. But that will seriously curtail our ability to stop and look at things.
I mean, it looks like we're coming up to some big rocks right now, so
Okay.
I would hold off
Yeah, hold off on that.
on that.
Okie dokie.
A big rock, it looks like. But it's a big rock.
When we go to move again, I'm fine with that.
What do you think,
Alright, we're
Bob?
stopped right now, but just stopped seconds ago.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys
Go
want to
ahead.
try to collect
I'd
the
like
rock
to
here?
see a little bit more outcrop.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to keep moving.
go ahead, Brian.
Bridge nav.
ROV
It is
nav
pretty
bridge.
though.
30 meters, 090 degrees, 0.3 knots.
Sorry, I missed that speed.
0.3.
310. So 30 meters, 090.3 knots.
Thank you.
That is just a gorgeous little collection of pillows. So I don't really understand how this sort of random little lump of pillows is here. Is it that it's everywhere else is sedimented and there are actually pillows below that? Or I don't know. This is a biologist question to a geologist. Patty, anybody?
It's hard to imagine that rolled down the hill. It looks like it must have been some kind of a small eruption there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Bob.
Do you think it was an eruption before these layers of volcaniclastics, or do you think it was a local high at one point in time, and then the sediments have covered everything else?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's hard to say.
You're probably getting out towards the end of your tether there.
Yep. Getting out ahead if we're gonna go 0.3.
Yeah. No, I was just letting you know.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you already knew it though.
Yeah, keep me in check.
it is encouraging. We saw some pillows, so maybe there's some more upslope.
We can only hope, Bob.
So this sponger passing, we don't need to stop and see it because Chris seems to think it's probably Polyopogon, which we've seen already. So we can just continue trying to get to those rocks.
Copy that.
The hope is not only that we'll find a nice outcrop of rocks, but then we'll find some beautiful biology sitting on top of those rocks. Or we might just be in this till the end of the dive.
ROV now, Chris.
Your move stopped?
Yes, move is completed.
Let's do 40 meters due east, 0.3.
Roger that, 40 meters, due east, 090.3.
Rocks left.
Where? Those are pretty little. I mean, in the grand scheme, obviously.
But now you can't say we didn't find any rocks.
It's true. Think we could pick one of those up and take it home? Probably not.
That's a negative. I could try.
No, I think we'll just keep moving.
But this terrain is looking better. There's a lot more pillows running around.
Yeah, there are definitely isolated pillows sort of hanging out.
Contours
And we're
look
getting
the
back
same
into sort of
for the
darker.
next couple hundred meters. Yeah, cool.
Oh, there's a couple more outcrops. These guys look like they were either buried or maybe pulled downhill. Not sure whether they're intact or not.
There's a big formation up there. Man, I'm way
Ooh,
out there.
look.
You're gonna have to wait just a minute to get out there. In the meantime, we can look at this.
Look, there's some biology.
Almost like you
Can we
planned
zoom
it.
in on that thing? Ooh, look. Look at this.
Look at these rocks.
Lots of biology, lots of
That's a
pillows.
nice rock.
Yay.
So if we could zoom on some of those stalked things when we have a chance, please.
Sure. We're just gonna do an overall view here.
Here we go, Bob. This is what the beginning of the dive looks like.
Yep. You can see those pillows again rolling downhill.
On the sediment. Happy.
Oh, Bob, you want to go back to the sediment? We can do that.
Stop soon.
No, we really can't.
That was me. It
Hold
was a
there.
joke. Sorry.
So,
Okay, so this is a type of octocoral.
beautifully framed by striations in the pillow basalts.
There's a war being waged in the back row. You can keep coming.
Not quite full. Stand by.
Copy that. I'm not going to sit down
So
for
this
this
is
one.
my sidid,
No worries.
but I will stub my toe for this
or
one.
bamboo coral. You can see the very obvious node at the bottom. I think that's
Yeah.
maybe why these are nicknamed
Hold there,
bamboo
hold there.
corals, because of that sort of banding you get along the stalk is very similar to the bands that bamboos have.
Okay, come back in. Just get a tight zoom here.
Yeah, that's full.
What is that thing?
I think that's a hydroid living on
Oh.
the dead stalk. Okay, that's great, pilots. If we
Copy
could
that.
look at
Come
some more of
on.
those stalk things.
Sure.
That big one up on the left. Oh, and then there's possibly an anemone?
Do we want
Oh
to?
no, or a sea cucumber. Either. It's going to be
Okay.
exciting, whatever it is. So let's look at the other stalked animal first, please.
Okay. We're moving at 0.3, so we don't have tons of time.
Okay.
But we will not set down for this one.
ROV
Go
nav,
ahead, Rick.
bridge, position move completed.
Snapping.
Thank you. You're stopped right now.
Copy. Okay. That's
Sirius is
good.
still moving. Ship stop.
Go ahead. Yeah, nice.
Wow.
Is that the same coral?
I am not sure. Coral biologist, is this
Can you
the
take
same
my camera
Is this
clip
the
out?
same coral
Absolutely.
we were looking at before?
Come down very slowly.
Went down. So, too fast. Come on.
This is also my Sidid, but I do not think it's the same one.
All the way down?
Keep going until I say
Okay.
to stop.
Oh
And
no, maybe it is.
hold there. Okay, if we want to get that other
Better come
Okay,
on.
yep,
item,
we
need
can
to- oh,
we can
Alright.
pan left to
Forward.
the awesome looking holothurian.
Hi, this is Mary Jo in Pasadena again. I'm looking at the sediment cover around the pillows, and I'm wondering if Bob or Patty thinks that any of that dark material could be volcanic plastic or something, maybe from an explosive underwater eruption, kind of like an ash blanket or something.
Hi, Mary Jo. Yeah, we've seen an awful lot
go
of
ahead,
that
video.
for quite a while, and I think it is volcanic
Set me up
plastic.
just
There's
slightly.
this
Hold there.
hill up to the east of us that we're not going to be able to make it to, but
It's a pretty nice shot.
it's likely that the stuff originated there.
It's full.
There's just so
Delta.
much of it in this part
Yeah,
of
just
the
slightly.
dive.
Slightly.
So I think this might be a Dematidae, but
All right, Sirius is
Not-
on top of you. Got it. A
Ophanergus.
little bit longer, but
I mean,
Copy.
not Ophanergus or Nerphanta. Maybe not.
Just gonna hold there.
It doesn't look like anything we've got in our guide.
That's good to hear. Okay, when we're
Clear?
clear, video.
Yeah,
I gotta run.
I'm
we're fine.
agreeing with you, Chris. Dematidae, but not a species I've ever seen before. Thank you, pilots.
Sure.
can I get the ship back underway?
Yes. Affirmative.
Bridge nav.
That was a beautiful full frame
40
shot of
meters,
that,
090 degrees, 0.3.
Yeah, this is a really beautiful outcrop.
Thank you.
And what's behind it?
More rocks.
So, biologist, I have a question for you.
Okay, fire away.
Why have we seen hundreds of meters of sediment with no holothurians, and then we find a rock and it has a detritivore sitting on it?
Maybe because the sediment is too coarse,
You're just making these words up.
or I don't know.
Can we do snap zoom here?
I think you should snap zoom on the pillows, personally.
Chris,
if
do
you
you have an
want
answer
that.
to
Hold
Brian's
there.
question?
Want me to tilt up
Oh,
in a
it's our
second?
first
There you go.
anemone of the dive. Yeah, Chris. Chris or Scott or any of the biologists on board? Brian Kennedy just asked. You know, holothurians are deposit feeders. They rely on that
Okay, come on, video.
sort of sediment which settles everywhere. Why have we seen none
Cool.
on the actual sedimented sea floor? And the first one we've just seen is sitting on top of a pillow basalt. Yes, they have sediment on them, but it looks like quite a thin veneer sediment. So
What,
why
so
do we
did
think
we want
that
a
is?
closer look at this?
Sorry, yes, please.
We got to do it now.
Thank you, watch lead. Go, pilot, go
Sure.
ahead.
Look at that
go
fantastic
ahead.
pillow.
It is a pretty beautiful pillow.
Zooming.
So here
Hold
we've
there.
got quite a couple things going
No,
on.
not
It
quite
looks like
full.
there's an octocoral which
Can you
has
come down
an
for me,
anemone
come
living
back?
on it.
Yep.
In the background you can see
I'm
a
going to slow
stalked
you guys
crinoid.
down. It looks like there's
And then
more
there was
rocks coming
something
up.
else
Yeah.
to the south that
Bridge
I can't
half.
remember.
You're
Oh,
doing
so this
so-
Can we
anemone
review
is
some of
closed
the
up.
0.2 knots?
You can also see lots of
Too far.
hydroids living on this
Ooh,
coral.
that's good.
And this is an isolated coral again.
Okay, we got 10 seconds.
And then there was something to the left. Can you pan down again?
Come
I can't remember
partial,
what it was.
wide.
Okay, maybe I imagined that. Oh no, yeah. And then there's a
Yeah.
comatulate crinoid right on the
Ah.
left
Time
next
to
to it.
go.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Okay,
Come
thank
full
you,
wide.
pilot.
Full wide.
Target-rich area for rock.
Sure.
Yeah, pilot or nav, will we be able to slow down and stop for a rock here? Or are we still on
I
the move?
agree. If we can pick up
We're
the
still
sample, this
swinging
would be
right now.
good.
And so now, as
Are
we're
we,
seeing
Nav?
more of these rocks and pillows coming into
yeah,
view,
we
we're
can
also
if you want
seeing
to.
Yeah, I
more
mean, we can always move back.
suspension-feeding sessile animals.
But I'm
like
not seeing anything that
octocorals
looks
again.
loose enough to pick up yet.
No, let's get up here ahead. But I'm
So-
not very
I'm going to
comfortable
turn to
here.
keep you in my...
Geologists,
No, don't.
No? Okay.
the ROV pilots are looking to see if there's
Just tilt
something that we
up
could
with me
grab,
as
but
you
right
come.
now
Copy.
everything looks pretty intact. So they're going to keep eyeballing it, and we're going to keep imaging this. Oh my God, this is great. Fantastic.
This is beautiful. You can just see lots of isidids again.
Video, is it getting murkier or is that my wishful thinking?
I think it's your wishful thinking. I know you didn't ask me.
Hey, can't fault me for hoping.
My camera's tilted up a little, too.
Beautiful.
Look at these nice long
sediment cover at the volcanic
No, you're good.
portion
Don't tell me.
looks like
I
it's
didn't.
blanketing everything as though there was some sort of eruption that emplaced the pillow lava, followed by maybe an explosive event that laid a blanket of volcanoclastic down on top of them. You can see some of that volcanoclastic material in between pillow lobe flows, like just here that we're flying over. That makes me think this.
Wow. Okay, so can we have a zoom?
I
of
agree,
this
Mary Jo,
that
big
sounds great.
coral,
Yeah.
please?
Can start to come in video.
Absolutely.
So what is this?
So this is another octocoral. You can see it's got a commensal Ophiocanthidae brittle star living on it.
Shot there.
Only one? Or are there two things over
I
there?
think there's... Oh, no, you're right.
can come in on
there are
the,
two Ophiocanthidae
Alright.
living on it.
Copy.
Right over there.
Scott Franz is saying this looks
Scenery
like
up here.
a keratoisis
Gotcha.
from the declade. Beautiful. And you can see the internodal branching on this particular organism.
You keep an eye on your swing. Co-pilot, just let me know if you're still moving.
Okay, I seem to be
Scott's
still
pointing out
moving.
that it
across
actually
the shore
has
if we have to.
some zoanthid
He
overgrowth.
is still moving.
And,
If we have time, we could pan across the
passing
coral.
over you.
on the,
Alright,
on the
we
center
better-
branch.
What was
Beautiful.
that video?
Thank you, pilots.
What was that video?
Oh, I was saying if we had time, we could pan across the coral, but I think we're probably
Okay.
about out of time.
Well, we'll let you know if we for sure are to come wide.
Roger.
Otherwise, we can.
So
stay in
if
as
you're
long
just
as we
joining
can.
us, we have about an hour left in this dive. We are currently at 2,600 meters depth at a site known as Finanagu Caldera C. What we are investigating here is a volcanic caldera which sits in the middle of a chain
Alright,
of
let's
about
get out
6 or
ahead
7
here.
calderas that progress on a north-south trajectory. And we think that those in the south are the oldest,
Thank you.
and it progresses in age, getting younger as
Ooh,
it moves more north.
Look at those little pillow buds. You see the tiny little like feet on the pillows? Oh, they just came off the bottom of the screen.
I mean, what we're
See
hoping
that?
to see is that
You see?
during
Yep.
yesterday we were at
See what you said, Pilot?
Caldera C. Today we're at Caldera D. So we're
What's that
moving
video?
up in age to younger volcanic calderas. And tomorrow we're going to be at A, which we think is the youngest. And so what we've been looking for over these dives is to see whether there's been a change in geology with age, and also that sometimes affects the biology, to see whether there were similar or different biological communities.
Do we think we could pick up any rocks here?
If
Sorry, keep going, Diva.
if they're loose, yeah.
So we've seen some absolutely incredible geology on this dive.
Ship stop, so if you want to poke around,
As we've moved up ridge, we've gone from an area
I'd spread
of
another 10 meters ahead.
beautiful
and then poke.
pillow lavas and ropey lava
What's that?
into
Ship
sort of a
stopped,
sedimented
so
area,
we've
which
got a
was
shot
a
here
little
if you
bare
wanna
on the
go
geology and the
10
biology.
meters ahead and then
now we're back in
poke
this
around
very,
maybe.
very dramatic pillowy sort of areas with a lot more suspension-feeding animals like octocorals and crinoids and so on.
These actually look a little bit more sheety. These look much more like sort of flattened out, deflated
Maybe up
pillows,
there, yeah.
rather than the big round pillows we were looking at earlier. We're going to see if we can try to find a rock here. I feel very confident that if we were able to pick something up here, it would actually be basalt or volcanics. Maybe it's not basalt, but it wouldn't be a sediment plastic rock that we've been picking up accidentally instead of volcanics.
It just so reminds me of Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island of Hawaii.
That makes a lot of sense. So, geologists, what do we think?
Any of these?
Looking
in
at the
here?
rocks in front of us.
Any of these would be just great.
I agree.
Yes, rock. please.
Have you noticed the geologists are pretty easy to please? All they want is a nice piece of rock.
So when we settle down,
Sounds good to
we
me.
can always kill two birds with one stone and pan right to see
I'm
that
gonna
with
turn
coral
to
as
follow
well.
you.
Yeah,
Especially if you're gonna stay around here.
Yeah, why don't you come up a little bit too?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can grab something. Can you get me spun up?
You're there.
Copy. Brian, if you wouldn't mind launching Sirius.
Will do. I'm just looking to see what's open.
Copy. Let's do Mini Zeus up.
Looks like port boxes. Here, open rock box.
Can you turn my lasers on? Port.
Lasers are on. Port box is empty, you said?
Should be.
Can you bring
Yeah,
that
it is.
inboard then? Slowly. Arm coming on.
Forward wing coming inbound. Inboard.
Okay. I might teeter my weight. If I lose my toe, it's no big deal. We'll get back up. Okay, hold there.
Or hold.
Yeah, I don't want to
Come back inboard.
Yeah.
I mean outboard. Slightly.
That's the general movement from when it hits that. It didn't hit the front.
Yeah, but the tip probe moves slightly. Okay, can you tilt up on Mini Zeus? It's all right. Okay.
So we're going to open up the port forward rock box in preparation for taking a sample here. I don't think we could go wrong with any of these rocks. They all look really nice.
Okay. Well, which one is the nicest?
Which one's easiest for you to get?
Oh. Any of them, really. Let's come partial in video.
HD?
Zeus,
Main
yeah.
HD? Great.
Maybe this guy right here.
Looks good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they're loose.
They are loose. That is for sure. Can you come back wide? Video. Thank you.
Geologist, does that one look okay to you?
That one looks very nice.
She's so
Penny,
easy to please.
we like your enthusiasm. So when the dust, could you let the dust settle before you start turning it? Or
Sure.
turn, but we need to wait
Come
for the
back
dust
in
to
video.
settle. You can see those nice angular fragments. This rock looks like it's shedding.
So rock rotisserie here.
All right, I think we're all pretty happy with this one.
Okay. And can you come wide video?
Yep.
You want me to come down on Mini?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So we're going to be putting this sample. This is our second geology sample. It's actually the third sample of the dive. We're going to be putting it into the port forward rock box.
Do you want me to bring up one of your manip cams on the
Negative,
main?
thank you.
Okay.
Excellent. Oh, what just happened?
Okay. See if it'll close with just going outboard.
Copy.
There you go. Nice.
Is it an optical illusion, or is the temperature probe sticking out beyond the
Can you tilt up on Mini
Front.
Zeus and
Yeah.
just over?
What's going on here?
Brian, we will not talk about that.
Okay.
No, it's not an optical illusion, but
Anybody in the control room, can somebody help me with the collection aspect? We seem to be having a problem back here. Good question. I know I keep doing that, and it's not changing anything. I'm
hydraulics
on,
off.
let's see.
Spooling down.
Nope, that didn't work either. Let's try that again. I'm on SCS client 2 left.
Can you tell me back to? Yeah, thank you.
You want both skids in there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
How's that look?
Oh, let's try it now.
It's good, thanks.
Yeah, but we're having a problem with this thing.
Okay, switching back.
Try it now. Nope.
My full wide
It's like
video.
there's a billion backspaces that are trapped in it.
Yes, Violet, you are.
Thank you.
I think your power cord was sitting on.
Before we lift off, can we just look at this whip to the
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
please?
yeah, sure. Just in time. Okay, video, you want to come in on that? Go ahead and take my camera.
Got it.
The
The base.
Whoop. Just hold there.
And geo
Pulling
first.
first.
Geo. Yeah. No, keep going.
And teetering. There we go. Okay. Come on, video. Come all the way back.
Full wet.
All right, so we've got a little less than an hour still on the bottom.
Okay. Come back in.
We can keep moving up the slope,
Hold there.
looking for geology
Tilt
and
down.
biology.
Tilting.
Are there any specific things that the biologists are interested in looking at right now, Diva?
We go all the way down.
Just hold
We
there.
want to see this
Okay.
whip coral, which we're looking at right now. So yeah, there definitely are needles between tentacles, hey? Oh,
Come on.
Coming away.
okay,
So you're
that's okay. We can carry on,
swan
please,
around.
pilots. Thank you.
I'm getting tugged by the tether.
Yeah, we're tugging on each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you guys underway.
That's why.
Bridge nav.
Realize that.
Our first, we need to
0 meters.
follow back to 90.
090 degrees, 0.2 knots, please.
Right of the ROV on the slope, it's just covered with them.
Yeah, if you see that pulling on me, let me know.
Copy. And I'm facing 320 right now, so we need to
Okay.
get all
Ready
back.
to go. Copy that.
Can we zoom on this, on one of these whip corals, either? There are lots of them around here.
If we need to stay here, I'm going to have to stop the ship.
Go ahead, video.
Zooming.
Let's just do a snap zoom.
Yep. I hear you.
Ooh, so
Hold
this
there.
one has an enemy living on the top of it. So this again is nice
After
little.
this whip, there is some fluffy stuff up to the upper left that we were interested in.
Okay, great. Sure, Chris.
If we're going to want to look at these things, you got to stop the ship, right?
Yeah, let's go
So
ahead.
we want to look at something which is
Fluffy
fluffy
Bridge nav.
in the top left.
Okay. Okay, are we done with
I
that?
have-
Please
yes.
stop.
Right
The ship move.
between
Current
the
ship move.
pillow lava, just
Oh, okay. So yeah, just between the pillow lava, there's a big relicanthus.
Oh, I see it.
What looks like a relicanthus.
what?
Very big and enemy.
So if this is what I think it is, I think we've seen one already on this expedition,
Thank you.
and it's they were thought to be an enemy.
How far off heading are
but
you, co-pilot?
I
they are
am
now. They've been given their own order
100 degrees.
within Nigeria,
Okay.
which isn't actually named yet.
All right, Sirius has got 10 meters of move built in from.
And so if we could have the
That'll
lasers
move
on,
already.
yeah, they are on. So this one, the tentacles are about a little under a meter, I guess. No, probably not that. No, definitely not that long.
Getting the light.
Probably about 2-3 feet.
Do you want me to take your camera?
Oh, and there's
Yeah.
also a little fish to the right, but he's gone. So yeah, if we could zoom in on this relicanthus,
Come on in, video.
it'd be great. So these are just beautiful. They were first seen at hydrothermal vents.
Go ahead and take it now.
Around the
Profile?
outsides,
Yeah,
on the peripheries of hydrothermal vent ecosystems
Just give it one.
or
Tilt up.
communities.
Tilting up.
And then they were also
Slightly.
seen in the Antarctic, again at hydrothermal vents.
One more.
And
One,
since
a
then
little
we've
bit
seen
more.
them on
There we go.
stalks,
Got control of it now.
Thank you.
in the abyssal eastern, tropical
Touchy.
eastern Pacific, and also off Hawaii and here. And they really are just beautiful. Yeah. And I think
I'm gonna come
they're
up for a
gorgeous.
wider shot.
The one we saw in the
Can we
abyssal
tilt down
Pacific,
again? Sorry.
Tilting down.
just east of Mexico, the Mexican EEZ. It had tentacles that were 8 feet long.
Perfect.
So they're, yeah, really just incredible.
I'm gonna kill lasers. Okay, whenever you're through video.
So we are happy to move whenever you are, and we'd like to look at a couple more of the whip corals as we're heading up the slope, please.
Okay, copy that.
Well, the little fish was
Ready to start a round?
Uh,
Or you want to just keep you right here?
Just stand by. You're gonna have to follow me around. I don't want you to lose me, but just stay there.
Okay.
Now, I guess Chris made a guess about the genus.
This one we just saw, or is that just
With cell, we really have to look at the head to see if there's scale covering the mouth.
snap zoom here?
Sure.
I'll just mention that the term that we geologists
Polyps
like to
of course.
use for those pillow
I
models in
am
which you
swinging,
see,
so I'll have to
So
turn
this
to
is
keep
a
you in.
on the very top,
Okay.
sort of like
I'm
a
getting
top
tugged
hat
by the tether.
with
Yeah, it looks like I'm
lava
on the
that
move
has
right now.
exuded out from beneath. Call those mushroom pillows.
You shouldn't be moving
Patty.
much more. You should be pretty done.
So we're definitely seeing a lot of those today. Mushroom pillows. That's what Patty was saying, that when they look like they have a sort of a separate cap.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. What's that?
Ooh.
Swimming
So
shrimp.
this is a nematocalcinus. We saw a couple yesterday. They're the,
Okay,
they
to zoom
have the
out.
characteristic ridiculously long legs.
Yes, they do.
Hold there.
And you can see they each have a little claw at the end of each of those, or at least a couple of those legs. He doesn't really look like he's making much
I was
headway.
just thinking the same thing. He doesn't really look like he's going anywhere.
Okay.
His legs are just, it's almost
let
like
him
a
go.
caricature, you know?
Thank you.
He looks like a daddy long legs, but a shrimp. Oh, now look at these nice. These are intact. And they're somewhat continuous. You can really see them moving as, well, we're moving upslope.
Yeah, as
They
I get
obviously
back to
came
heading, then you can
downslope.
just follow me. I don't. If we're so far off heading, I don't ever want you to lose me in view.
Look at that. It is exactly this kind of geology that we've been waiting for most of the day after having seen it at the base of our dive.
I'm gonna snap on this sponge here. Video.
Tourniquet.
So this is another one of the Culeolus tunicates. We've seen, I think this is our 6th one for this dive.
Hold there.
We don't really need to focus on this. We've seen quite a couple of them already. Thank you, though, pilots.
Copy that. Come live video.
Actually, can you zoom in to the left side of this pile of pillows? It looks like one of them is broken open. You can kind of see inside
To the left
it.
of the tunicate there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and above?
Yeah, and above,
Background?
exactly.
Gotcha.
These are fantastic looking.
Yeah, we can snap in there video.
Sure.
Hold there.
Look at that. It's like a little tiny collapse within the pillow. Okay, thanks.
Sure. Okay, you can come live.
Scott. So if we could take a look at this big whip which we're approaching, and I think there might be a fish to the left of it.
Yeah,
Fish
let's
is
get
more important.
Fish.
Just because
On
it's
your
mobile.
mark.
I like fish.
Not more important.
Oh, I am heavy. Okay.
The fish looks like a cusky, you know, and this is a more.
You can snap from here. I don't want to go past the
Sounds good.
coral. Here. Hold there. He's going to hit that
He's-
wall.
Not very cooperative, but you can see the filament like pelvic in now he's turning. This might be something called spectrunculum.
Where is it
He's-
going?
Wow.
Away from you.
Tail fin.
I have more
It
zoom.
looked like
Okay,
the
go ahead.
pelvic fins were bifurcate at the end.
That's
too,
full.
and that would be a character of trunculum. So two species are recognized. Gene, I couldn't say which one. We don't see a spine on the operculum. That's another character. Nice
toe
one,
spine.
small. There's no spine on the operculum. I don't see a spine on the full cover. Yeah, my guess might be.
Okay, come wide. Is that good with the fish, or do we want to chase him a little?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. If we could just look at this whip coral that we're right next to, please.
Let's go ahead in on coral. Hold there. And let's get the dark background. Make the light a little more.
Nice, yeah.
There you go.
So you can see the intertentacular spines on this one as well, and possibly some spicules. I'm gonna guess icidid, which is a bamboo coral.
Is that full zoom?
That's all.
Yeah.
Yes, Scott Francis confirmed it is an icidid. Okay, that's great. Thank you, pilot.
Sure.
So you're saying this looks like one which they collected
Thank
last
you
year.
for
I'm
the
going
black
to assume
background.
off Hawaii.
Pilot.
Sure.
So it's interesting that it's hay
So it's a
also.
little easier. Okay, eventually we'll make it back over there. Co-pilot.
Yeah, it looks like the magma came up and then sort of poured out all the sides.
Yeah, I think you're right, Bob.
Fish floating. Is that same one?
Maybe. I mean, we can zoom on him.
Stand by. The
Doesn't look the same.
okay, come on in.
Zoom.
Hold there.
So this should definitely give you the shot you needed, Bruce.
Hold there.
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
This is a different
Holy pressure.
species. So I'm not sure if it's the Vasogaitis or, well, again, it's not the pelvic fins on the bottom of the blister like a type, or it looks like it's got a more head, more texture. Not, right now, I guess it's Vasogaitis. It's another customer, different genus, within the same family.
It's interesting here that we've seen hardly any fish with parasites. When we were working in the tropical Eastern CCZ, tropical Eastern Pacific, sorry, nearly every fish we brought up. Oh, maybe. Oh no, I speak too soon. Okay, there's one at the bottom of it. Oh no, maybe that's the barbel.
Wow.
So I think it did have a copepod parasite just underneath its, at the base between its head and body. But yeah, we pulled up some.
I actually think that.
Go on, Bruce.
I think those are the pelvic. I think those are the pelvic fins that you're seeing. The little whisker-like things hanging down.
Oh yeah, just two wispy things.
Yeah, thread-like, and that's a characteristic of the Okeanos.
Okay.
And also, in contrast to the just still,
Their video.
it's got a little more
I'm gonna try to come around
ecology,
both
maybe
sides.
fine
Roger.
on the gill opening that's covered with skin, but there's more
Except he
texturing
keeps turning.
on the head
Stop that.
and on the gill coverage of the previous species.
Okay, great. Thanks, Bruce. Yeah, so
There we
back
go.
to, I mean, so Bruce has just said that's not a parasite. So it's interesting that, hey, a lot of the fishes seem to not have many parasites, at least externally that we can see. Whereas when we were working in the Eastern Pacific, I mean, we would bring up some fish that had like 20 parasites all on the outside of them. It's not very nice.
Going on in the head
Copy.
a little bit.
That's great imagery right there, that whole imagery of the fish, and now I am confident genus Bassogeiger.
Hold there.
And Scott's sort of echoing what I'm saying. He's agreeing that most of the fish we've seen during this expedition so far have been very clean, whereas he's saying last year during the Hohonu Moana expedition off Hawaii, they saw quite a lot of parasites on many of their fish. It's just an interesting observation.
Nice flying. Full wide.
There are two species in that genus, and one of them has a lateral line, sense organs go all the way along the body. And the one that we just imaged has that. I could see the lateral line going back to the bone. The other one was only one specimen, like their claw, but the lateral line
Nav is gonna have a fit here. Gonna get back.
Interesting is we filmed that species last year's expedition in the Hawaiian Islands, so it's outside of the kilometer. So I think that was Bassogeiger filii.
Kind of looks like I'm facing upslope right now, though. At 56. At least on sonar.
So it's like looks like we're back in that heavier volcaniclastic sediment, sort of the unconsolidated sediment that's coming down the slope, and looks like it's burying some of the pillows in this area.
Yeah.
All right, you guys back where you should be?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
We got 20 more degrees to go, but yeah.
Well, I think the local high is 070,
Yeah,
so
okay.
let's head that way. Bridge nav. 40 meters, 070 degrees, 0.2 knots, please.
So it looks like we're moving into an area that has a lot more frequent isidids.
Thanks.
Okay, we've got a
And
little bit of
Scott's
time
postulating that maybe we're seeing more isidids now because we're out of that flat sedimented area.
Strange.
And we're in a
Yeah, what are those?
Top of the rock.
hard bottom.
We looked at that gelatinous
Sure.
on the top of the rock.
So can we zoom what?
now?
It's directly in the center of the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
On your mark.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the darker background.
Nice.
There you go. Okay, stand by. Okay, coming in. Take my camera, co-pilot.
Got it.
Flipped up. Oh, they're in the foreground too.
Wow, what is
in
that?
the world?
I'm guessing a
What
type
is
of
that?
Still
sponge.
tilting up.
That is super neat.
Eggs.
It looks extremely fragile.
Come on, video. Come full wide.
Full wide.
Looks like they're on
Well,
the left
whatever
side
they
here,
are,
too.
they're absolutely gorgeous. I have no clue.
Have you ever seen this before, Chris?
We're sampling.
Never, like, ever.
Okay, well, I think that means we might sample some of this. Am I correct?
I think that's going to be tough to
Okay,
grab
come
it,
back in video.
but I don't know. Could throw it out there. That could take a long time to get some of that in the basket.
Oh, they're not. Oh, they're not. Are they branched and sort of curled over?
Is that all you got, video?
No. Good.
Can we zoom some more? Yeah.
Beautiful. That's full.
Copy.
Whoop, whoop,
These are
there's a nice
super
little-
cool.
Coming up.
Yeah.
If you covered them in sediment, they'd look like those little balls we saw the other day.
Look
Yeah.
like tumbleweeds.
That is
Yeah,
true.
thank you. I was saying that to Chris earlier.
Brussels sprouts.
except for the fact that they look like leaves, or they look like they're stems.
Do you think these are sponges, Chris?
No, I don't think so. But,
Hydroids?
let's see if anyone else's opinion.
Let's come partial
Do you think,
video.
I mean,
Sure.
Tina's suggesting
Let's see if we can get
bryozoans.
a different.
Do you think it's worth trying to collect? I think that
I mean, they're very
Okay,
they're
come
very
back in.
fragile
Yeah.
looking.
from
What are you looking at?
I'll make
That's
the,
okay.
the call from the geology
Stand by
perspective.
video.
I think we've seen a lot of really good stuff, and so if you want to take the time to do this, I think we would support you in
They
that.
look a little different right below that ledge.
Let's look for something else to collect. I think we could spend a lot of time and wind up with nothing here.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Come
we'd like
up.
to move along,
Hey,
please, pilots.
Before you go,
Oh,
Right there.
what are the longer,
yeah, I don't know.
Down, coming down.
It's okay. I guess they're just.
This is really neat.
Will you tell the pilots to quit stumping us?
Negative.
that's what we're here for,
I
Chris.
refuse.
What's that?
Let's go
What's
foreground
that
here.
other thing right in the
Can we
Right.
zoom any more?
It's really nice. I'm coming down a little bit.
Right there.
What's the thing that looks like a blade of grass?
Oh, it's actually got like lines going across
Is that
there.
full zoom?
Yeah, it is. And there's another one on to the left.
Yeah, like a
This
feather.
could be a cladorizid with some type of stuff caught on the ends of the spicules.
Good shout, good shout.
Right.
So Chris is thinking this is a cladorized sponge, so similar to the predatory one which we
I'm gonna tilt up,
collected
see
a
if we
couple
can get the
dives
ones
ago.
on the top of the rock.
Roger.
Copy.
I have seen quite a couple of.
Yeah, with the
These
dark
guys?
Got that
background,
sort of
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
fence-like structure to
Okay.
catch any passing
That's
crustaceans that
full
can
zoom.
eat, maybe.
Copy.
And Scott's agreeing, cladorized sponge as well.
Let's just hold that for a
For
couple
those
of
larger
seconds.
things. But these other ball-like stem things are still stumping all of the biologists. But they're very beautiful.
Step down.
Okay.
And there's also a barnacle just on the left.
So no sample is the final
No
verdict?
sample, thank
Copy.
you, pilots.
Copy.
Video's happy.
Okay. Come on, what were you looking at?
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
gotcha. All right. Thanks, good pilot. That would have been an interesting sample.
You're missing all the collapsed pillows, Deb.
There's one
Thank
with
you.
fracture or
I
something
love
in
it.
it. I'm going to go snap zoom on the
Sure.
hole there.
It's just amazing. You can just see where it all drained away.
Looks like a ruptured pipe. Okay. Come full wide.
Full wide.
So can we just keep sort of continuing this traverse up slope?
Yep. We'll keep heading that way.
Thanks.
Is that another tourniquet thing? Perhaps a holothurian over there.
Can we zoom on the holo?
Zoom hollow.
So right in view right now, I think we've got a Coleolus again, one more of those predatory tunicates, quite a large Comanche crinoid, as well as what looks like a little holothurian.
Look at that
Well, not
crack
necessarily
pillow
little.
that's off the side.
Oh yeah, wow,
Look at that.
that's amazing.
Huge.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt you.
no, that is amazing. I actually don't mind being interrupted for that.
We may have
Come
to
on
go back
in,
and
video.
look at that again.
Hold there. See if I can touch down gently.
And which kind was this one?
Okay, come in. If you got it.
So this looks like a
Yep.
Hansen Ethuria,
Thanks,
maybe?
Brian.
That's full.
Yeah. Which is from the family Synalactidae.
Do you want me to tilt up?
And you can see about
Yes,
the little,
please.
it's got a vellum
on,
all the
pilot.
way around it,
You want me to? Oh,
as well as a little papillae on top. And yeah, here we are, another Holothurian on a rock.
I'll come for a bit wider. Hold.
Beautiful. Thank you, pilots.
Sure. Whenever you're clear of video.
A couple seconds.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
And Deb, do we want to look at this fractured
If you wouldn't mind, that would be great.
rock here? Let me
Just briefly.
lateral over. Sure. Thank you, video.
The ship has stopped, but Sirius is still moving.
Got it.
Andy.
Wow, that is just fantastic.
Any tighter?
We're full wide right now.
Deb, you want any tighter?
No, I think that's good. Thank you.
Copy that.
Roger.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me.
That's all right. I think you can probably get another ship move in if we're trying to make tracks. Jump up there.
Bridge nav. 40 meters, 070 degrees, 0.2 knots, please.
Looks like we're still chasing those volcaniclastics. They're still here. They're still sort of interspersed with these pillows. Oh, look at those cute little pillow toes. So cute.
There's a mushroom pillow.
Patty, did you say that's another mushroom pillow with that head?
I did.
Is that some more tumbleweed in between those two?
Oh, down there?
Yeah.
Let's go snap video.
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, you,
Oh, and it's the round thing.
yeah, you
Keep going.
could get current acceleration
Hold there.
going through that constriction.
Yeah, it's more of those little round
Nice
things.
spot.
Yes, more of these strange leafy balls and another beautiful coral.
And a beautiful rock.
Beautiful rocks. So, do you think those things are still alive, or do you think that they're like the skeletons of something left
How we doing,
behind?
co-pilot?
I think they are still alive.
Looking good.
They're just very
Still
delicate.
moving towards you.
I'm just not sure what they
a
are.
little bit though.
God, I think you just got another ship move in.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit till it gets
Gotcha.
to me.
Quite a bit of it.
You got some time.
That's something different in the middle, right?
Different sponge.
Like
maybe.
sponge-like.
So one of our scientists asked whether we could pick up the rock so that we might be able to collect the biology. And from what I can tell, in both instances where we've seen these
Come on, video.
sort of
Yep.
weird-looking little round things, those are pretty
Full
intact rocks,
Yeah,
and
I
I
think
think you'd
so.
have a really hard time trying to get them off. But thanks, Tara. That's actually it's a good point.
Can we go snap on the stalk on top of this rock here?
Definitely.
So this just looks like the dead base of a coral. Yeah, you can see a node there.
Copy. Come live video.
Actually,
You got plenty of
maybe
time
those
here.
are spicules. Maybe a dead sponge stalk. Regardless, it's dead and broken.
You don't have time to look at that.
No time to
Dismissed.
look at dead and broken things.
This just looks like the dead base of